The judge gives huge updates stating he will walk free. Yeah, but there is no racism against white people, right? Oh, well, this happened for so many years. I don't care what happened before. The mistakes of the past have been corrected. Not all, but the way we go about things has changed and has gotten better. You don't like it. Guess what? No one cares. Let's see what this crappy judge has to say.
What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen the titles going down. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Before we get in this video, I do want to tell y'all, people been asking for my Instagram. I had to change it in the description box because people couldn't find it. So it is changed. Y'all can see, and it's I am the real reckless on Instagram as well as TikTok. So if y'all do find TikToks that has life of reckless, anything like that, no, most likely not me, because the TikTok that is my TikTok is I am the real reckless. Is usually just my car videos and stuff like that. I'm a car guy, so yeah, that's me for people that's been asking. But y'all see here, that you got Carmelo Anthony. If people don't know who this is, and people that's new to my channel, new to this story, because I know a lot of people are surprisingly new to this, but I'm not surprised about it because they haven't put this on mainstream media. There's content creators like myself that has been pushing this out pretty much a lot. If I do pause in this video, it's only because of copyright issues, because they do have music in this, but check it out.
Carmelo Anthony thought he could protect himself in self-defense, but an action before the attack proved that he was not innocent. The track star took Austin Metcalf's life with a knife through the tent. Austin's twin brother Hunter held him desperately until he died. When the police arrived, Carmelo said a chilling sentence: "I am not accused of doing this." According to
Yeah, and it's what the cops said. Cops said, are you on a, or are you the person that allegedly did that, or something like that? And Carmelo said, it's not alleged, I did it. That's how that happened.
witnesses,
Exactly. So he admitted to it. How the hell is he going to walk free? Because the black judge feels, how dare Austin Metcalf walk up to a strong young black king and say anything, but especially, you don't belong in this tent, you belong in the other school's tent? Maybe there does need to be a race war for crazy fucks like who believe this shit. And they're going to lose. I hope a race war doesn't happen. But they keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And it's the assholes who believe this shit that are really the main fucking pawns. They're not doing it for justice. Justice would be either this kid gets the death penalty because he took a life for no reason and it was premeditated, or he goes in prison for the rest of his life, no possibility for parole. I wouldn't care if Carmelo Anthony was white and Austin Metcalf was black. I don't care. You don't do shit like this. And you let people think it's okay, they can get away with this. There's going to be a lot more killings and a lot more kids' lives wasted. And I'm not talking just about Austin Metcalf's life being gone, Carmelo Anthony's life going to prison. His life is gone. Who the fuck loved this kid so much that he would never do something like this? No. The propaganda and the bullshit his parents taught him led him to this. And it's quite possible, since they immediately got that guy speaking for them, a spokesperson, this could have been a setup. And who's paying the ultimate price, or rather prices? Austin Metcalf, Austin Metcalf's family, who's being harassed on both ends, and Carmelo Anthony paid a price. He paid a price just for taking a life. There are people who take lives in self defense and they are never the same. This little fuck was so brazen to say, yeah, I did it. Why was he so hyped up to say, yeah, he did it? Who hyped him up to that? Or maybe I'm giving Carmelo Anthony too much credit, and he really was a worthless piece of trash. I honestly hope and pray he was just manipulated. Otherwise, his soul will go to hell. I believe this. Not Austin Metcalf's soul. He was the honest and true victim. His family are victims to both sides. White people who are pissed off they're not really downing this kid, and the black people who feel white lives don't matter.
It was raining at the scene when the incident happened.
In the police report.
Carmelo was sitting in a tent of another school when the victim grabbed him and asked him to leave. The two then had an argument. Carmelo unzipped his backpack and taunted, "Touch me and see what happens." Then the irreversible scene happened. What angered Austin's family was that Carmelo claimed that he was in self-defense because Austin put it.
But my thing is with this whole thing is that hearing this, like hearing somebody say this, it's absolutely wild because it's like, bro, like,
it's ridiculous. Well, Austin Metcalf shouldn't have put his hands on him. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Carmelo Anthony shouldn't have unzipped his bag, knowing a knife was in there. Put his hand in the bag, knowing a knife was in there. Putting his hands around the handle of the knife and then telling Austin Metcalf, "Touch me and see what happens." And I still want to know, where is the fucking knife? If it shows up magically during trial, then you know what's going on. And how convenient the spokesperson was there immediately. I got a bad feeling Carmelo Anthony's parents and the people backing the parents up sacrificed Carmelo Anthony. For their own personal gain. I could be wrong, but why is it all going like this? And this is like all those people getting involved with Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett was another lying sack of shit. But he was portrayed to be a victim, even though he did set it all up. Not allegedly, he did. And it's not the first time black people have pulled phony race hoaxes, phony race attacks. And again, it's not all black people, but it's most. There's a woman in the sector of YouTube I'm in who goes by the name Pharma Nancy. She said she felt uncomfortable around white people, and yes, she would lie to get a white person in trouble. Why? Because of all the shit she's been through. You piece of motherfucking shit. If people had put you through shit, they're the ones who get in trouble. Not any other person. What are you, afraid of the people who fucking did shit to you? You gotta go after people who did nothing to you? Well, that seems to be the narrative, doesn't it? Swear, pieces of shit, and then I'm considered racist because I call them a piece of shit for what they're doing.
what was actually your intentions of like going to this track meet because you had a knife in your
Exactly.
book bag? I mean, honestly, let's
Hand
be
on
real.
him. Many people chose to believe him, suspecting that he might have been bullied by the twins. In fact, Carmelo and the victim were from different schools and had never met before. The most
Exactly. And where's all the camera footage? Everybody goes live when trouble starts. I guarantee you there's a video of what happened. And it'll prove Carmelo Anthony was in the wrong. But where is the video? Who got a hold of it? Was it destroyed? And this judge needs to be removed from the bench. No pension, no nothing. Her law license taken the fuck away. This is bullshit. He'll walk free? Then that means this was all planned out. Get the fuck out of here.
puzzling thing is why Carmelo brought a knife to deal with me. Did he feel his life was in danger before the game started? Austin's father responded that his son was a football star, had a 4.0 GPA, had received acceptance letters from several colleges, and would never bully anyone. So,
Was it that Carmelo Anthony went under that tent because it was mostly white kids there? And how dare white kids be celebrated over black kids when the white kids are doing something and the black kids are not? It makes no sense why he went under that tent. Oh, it was raining. It was fucking drizzling. And I don't care Austin Metcalf is white. Look at that dirty piece of shit track runner who hit her opponent with the baton because the opponent was beating her. She was black. Her victim was black. She should have been expelled from fucking school for pulling that bullshit. No, but she's black. You can't do that. That'll be considered racist. Fuck you. Look what she did. It was at a school track meet. Nope, but it's okay. You have to understand the mental health problems in the black community. Well, the black community, I feel, isn't doing much to help it. Why are you worried about white kids in a tent? Why are you worried about white people at all? Get yourself help. Help for you. Help for your family. Fuck white people. Get the mental help you need and that you obviously deserve. This is what you're entitled to. You're entitled to help. You're not entitled to take someone's life for what? Because you were doing everything fucking wrong.
do you
And I feel like it's definitely more to it. I'm not even gonna lie. I definitely feel like it's more to it. But y'all got here. Y'all can find that video on American AF. Y'all can find it on X. And this video that I'm about to be showing y'all can find it at True J Mitchell. But let's check it out.
Carmelo Anthony just got charged with first-degree murder as an adult, and I feel it should have been premeditated.
Yes.
Regardless of what y'all think, you don't bring a weapon on school grounds, let alone
Yes.
tell somebody, touch me again and watch what happens.
Stop it.
Yes.
Get some help.
So, right with what he was charged with, he's getting charged with lighter shit because he's black. If it was a white kid who did this to a black kid, the white kid might already be dead.
First of all, Mr. YN, you were the only one that knew you had a weapon, so that would count as premeditated to me.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
I am a black man, but I do not support criminal behavior, and I don't like when we push a negative narrative. Carmelo is not a hero.
Nope.
He is not courageous. He
Nope.
was not protecting himself. It was
Nope.
not self-defense.
Nope.
So get mad, get my comments, accuse me of being a coon, but what I know is I raise my kids the proper way, the correct way.
Come on now.
I won't teach them that this is okay.
Exactly. And the more you raise your kids to believe white people bad, cops bad, you do whatever you want, we deserve reparations, go steal whatever you want because we're not getting the reparations, that kind of fucking mentality, you get your reparations, you will still steal because you'll feel it wasn't enough. Well, when is enough enough? When all white people are dead and gone? Then who will black people pick on? They're already picking on themselves a lot. Oh my God, most of the crime done to black people is done by other black people. No, nobody wants to say that. They just want to say it's the white man because all white people are rich. All white people have this. All white people have that. I'm white and I could tell you that's bullshit. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow is my payday. In the house right now, I have $1 bill. Trust me, I'm not rich. And then once all my money goes tomorrow, the next Friday, it's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna get money. I'm gonna have hardly anything in the house. Bills will be paid and shit. But I'm living week to week, like most people do. No, but black people want to believe, oh, white people are rich. Fuck you. Stop buying your car shit, your sneakers, your weaves, your flappy dappy eyelashes, your nails, all this other shit. If his parents had really taken care of him, he wouldn't be in the position he's in now.
Okay, if you feel you have a problem, go tell a teacher, go tell a principal. You can have conversations.
Yeah, telling the teacher and the principal doesn't work, especially now. It doesn't. They don't want to get involved. They don't want to get sued. They want to protect their job. And if they do interfere, they would either be called a coon if they're black or racist if they're white.
To combat negative situations. But people get emotional at the snap of a finger and they flashing out. I don't agree, I'm not with it, and he should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
If you've got pink salt, apple cider vinegar, and baking soda in your kitchen and you're not using this recipe yet,
regardless.
Exactly, regardless. No, but I'll be called racist for the shit I'm saying in this video. Black people who say the same things are called coons because they're going against their black brethren. Well, those brethren would kill their mother, their child, their brother, their sister, their best friend to get whatever the fuck they want. And that's not all black people, but it is these crazy fuckers.
And that's, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Not even gonna lie. And this TikTok is official OG KAYANO. Y'all can find that video. But what I definitely love what he said. You know, I won't teach my kids this stuff. I won't tell them that basically that this is okay. And that's what I've always like went by when it came to.
Because Reckless, you have a brain. You were raised by good people. I don't believe Carmelo Anthony's parents were good people. Because after seeing what their son did, and I'm sure they talked about what happened, they just wanted to cash in on what their son did. Again, that's blood fucking money. And people, black and white, are giving him money, saying, good, another white person gone. And I don't want to hear about Shiloh Hendricks. I don't like what she did, but she didn't take the little boy's life. And how convenient there was someone there with a camera. I think that was a hoax too, to just push a white person to say that shit. To prove white people racist. If white people were so racist and white people are the only ones in control and white people really didn't like black people, what makes you think there'd be any black people here? Think about it. White people have that much control. Everything is racist. They say that happens to them because it's in their favor. How come white people haven't taken out every single black person, from the oldest to the youngest, or even in the womb? I don't want to hear about Planned Parenthood, because these bitches go there now all happy to get rid of the oops baby they had, or the baby they're trying to make a guy marry them for. It's not going to happen. Oh, I'll get rid of the baby and hurt him. Oh, it's a genocide of black people. Fuck you. Those women made a choice to go to Planned Parenthood and have abortions. Don't blame the white man. What? Because the government made it easy for them to get that? They also made it easy to have condoms. Oh no, but it don't feel right. But an abortion feels right? Even just physically, it feels right? Get the fuck out of here.
The Carmelo parents is the simple fact that they have I'm pretty sure it's two other kids or one other kid, you know, that they have.
And when are they gonna sacrifice them for their own needs?
That's younger than Carmelo. And my thing is that you're steady teaching your kids of this is okay to do. You know, this is okay. My son is the victim. You know, this is what, and that's what hurts. You know, that's what hurts is not only are they teaching their kids, you know, the younger siblings of Carmelo, but the simple fact of, you know, and let me tell y'all something. Or I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna tell you after, because I gotta get this off my chest before I forget. But it's teaching other kids as well. It's teaching other kids as well that this is okay, and it's not, bro. So I apply.
Exactly. It's not okay. And this judge gives a huge update stating he will walk free. How the fuck can the judge know that? Oh, because he wasn't even charged with premeditated murder. He was charged with something lighter. His bond was made lighter for him to get out. Democratic judges working for the Democrat elites. You don't think this is all a setup? I'm telling you, if there's a race war, there's going to be losses on both sides. But it's going to wind up being the black people who lose the most. The government already brought in, okay, Joe Biden's regime, other brown people and black people to take American black people's place. You really thought you were that great? The government put you on a pedestal? The government doesn't put white people on a pedestal. And they brought other people in to replace you. You don't get that? Then you're really too far beyond stupid to understand anything.
I like this man for speaking on that and saying that because it's definitely important. It starts with the parents. At the end of the day, it starts with the parents, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all. It starts with the parents. I look at the simple fact that how my nana, she's a foster parent. Let me tell y'all something. She's a foster parent, and I've always helped her, with her foster kids. She has adopted kids. I've always helped her since I was younger, because a lot of kids that's in the system, they do have, these different problems. We all do. I mean, I'm not about to sit here like I'm perfect. We all do. And it's one thing about it of like coming together. That's how I always looked at it. It was some foster kids that she had that was completely horrible, bro. I don't even want to tell y'all the stuff they used to do. Like crazy. Like it was. But at the same time, you want to make them feel like it's it's family, like no different than anybody else. And
Yes.
one thing about it, the reason why I'm telling y'all this is
There are black people complaining when white people adopt black kids. Well, who else was adopting the kids? The white people wanted to have a family, took them in, and are raising them the proper way. Go to school, take accountability for what you do, this and that. Black people dumped them in the system and left them for dead. But white people are the bad guy. I remember a video where a black woman was going off in a Dollar Tree, causing a scene, all this other shit. Her kid was crying. A white woman picked up her kid and just held the kid and tried to move to a different part of the store so the kid wouldn't be involved in it, what the mother was doing, wouldn't get hurt. But the mother was more interested in screaming about racism and all this other shit. You didn't even give a fuck about your kid? Portia Williams from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's another low-life piece of shit. She went and participated in the Black Lives Matter riots, right? Because she had to defend and protect her man. Well, what about your child that was home? Oh, well, my mother and my sister. Your mother and your sister are poor substitutions for you. You are her mother. She is the one who should be put first. But nope, Portia's a conceited cunt who likes the hair, the nails, the fashion, the sticking her boobs out everywhere. The, oh no, my baby daddy can't do what I tell him not to do. He has to obey me. That's bullshit. Her child should have been thought of first. Well, I was doing it for my child. Black Lives Matter. No, bitch. It's already been proven. Black Lives Matter, the organization, was nothing but a way to get money. And what did they use it for? Oh, Patrice Cullors wrote books and whatever. That's how she got all her properties. Bullshit. And where did she get the properties? In affluent white neighborhoods. But you want to bitch about white people running away from black people. It's called white flight. That's another form of racism. Really? How many black people have lost their lives breaking into a white person's home and bam! No more black person. But that's racism. What the fuck was the person coming in the house for anyway? There was another story of a woman who came home from a date. I think she was like 19. She was drunk or high and went into the wrong house. The homeowner shot and killed her. She was black, he was white. Now, before you start saying, oh, the white guy was racist, that's why he shot her. When she realized she couldn't get in the door, she ripped the screen door off and broke in the front door. It was late at night. The white homeowner grabbed his gun and just shot at someone who was in the house. Oh, well, it could have been his wife. He lived alone. Well, that don't matter. It was a young black woman. Beautiful. She shouldn't have been... Yeah, she shouldn't have been doing what she was doing to lead up to her own demise. No, but I'm racist for saying that too. Bitch, come break down my door. Whether you think you belong here or you just want to fuck with a white person, come break down my door. I may die, but I'm taking you along with me. Another dirty piece of shit bites the dust, and it's not me. I'm not going around causing trouble. I'm not breaking into other people's homes, but if somebody breaks into my home, at least I saved the next home from that person breaking into it and possibly hurting someone. This is bullshit. Carmelo Anthony doesn't deserve to be let out of prison. In fact, he shouldn't even be taken care of for the rest of his life by the prison system. He needs to get the death penalty. It was premeditated. And all this shit with them praising him, meanwhile, his classmates are the ones, even the school. He had sticky fingers. He was causing fights all the time. Oh, why? Because he's the only black kid in an all-white school? He's not the only black kid in an all-white school. That's not an all-white school. And he's not the only black kid there. How come there weren't any other black kids who were trying to get under that tent? This is on Carmelo Anthony, and I do believe someone put him up to this in some way, shape, or form. His life is over and should be over for what he did. But you should also get the people who put him up to this shit.
Is that she would have kids. Even though those weren't her, her real kids, she would still have kids that would live there, for years. And a lot of them would be in trouble for certain things. We have to check their book bags. I would have to help my nana, okay, nana, book bag's good. These are things that is important. If a foster parent could do it, why the hell can't parent? Like I'm talking about, why can't you? Stop being scared of your kids. Look in their stuff. Look what's going on. Talk to your kids.
Exactly. And when they pull, no, my fucking privacy, you can't look in my phone. Smash the fucking phone. Because 9 out of 10 times, the parents are the ones who bought that phone for the kid. And if the kid doesn't do what it has to do in order to have the privilege of having that phone, smash the fucking phone. The kid doesn't have a phone. Oh, well, what if the kid gets kidnapped? Well, why did the kid do the shit to get punished with having the phone taken away? Kids feel like they're entitled to shit too. And they are entitled to some things. But sometimes an invasion of privacy can help save a life. Maybe if somebody invaded Carmelo Anthony's family's privacy, he would be heading for graduation without killing someone and without all the shit he's going through. But now, if he gets to walk free, how many other people are going to try that shit? And how many other white people might be prepared for black people to do that? Oh, well, that's racist, just thinking a black person would do that. Really? But it's not racist for a black person to go somewhere they're not needed, they're not wanted, they're not supposed to be, get told by someone white they have to leave, and starting a fight so when they get pushed, they can claim, oh, I thought my life was in danger? No, he didn't. What the fuck did he go into that tent anyway? Why did he go there for? It was raining? It was drizzling. Black people like to use the crutch of, oh, I'm afraid of white people, but look what they do. Look at all the body cam videos. I'm afraid. You're a cop. You're white. You're racist. You're that. You don't even give the cop a chance to talk. And then you want to say, no, the cop never said what I was being arrested for. That was my problem. No, your problem is you wouldn't shut the fuck up long enough to hear what was going on. And then you want to play the race card and use it as a crutch. That's a problem. And no, I don't wish white people could do the same thing. If Carmelo Anthony was white and did this shit, I'd be saying the same shit. But of course, if black people hear my video, they're going to say, no, you wouldn't. You're racist. Fuck you. I'm not the only one who's tired of all this bullshit. Even black people, the good black people, and yes, there are good and black in, you see? Good people and black people. It's really the N people. No, I will not say the word and make everyone happy. But there is a problem. How many black people have come online saying, well, when I went to hang out with my white friends, it was totally different. We sat at the table, we ate like a family, we watched TV, we did this, we did that. What the fuck are black kids going through at home that what white kids go through at home is so monumentally different? There are good white people, there are good black people, but the bad black people and the bad white people like paint this blanket over everything, and everyone gets thrown into the mix. Have your race war. You're going to lose a lot of lives because of this stupid bullshit. If I go for a job and a black woman goes for a job, who has the most experience? Who has the most knowledge of the job? That's the one who should get the job. Not like that dumb bitch Jasmine Crockett. You should hire me because I'm black. Fuck you. Take your black crutch and shove it up your ass. And she's not doing a good job. She's making a whole bunch of money. And it's not from her paycheck. Whoopi Goldberg even got millions of dollars from the government to push their propaganda. And the bitch took it. Well, of course, why wouldn't somebody take the money to push racist propaganda? You don't think there's something wrong with that? Then you are part of the fucking problem. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. You are part of the fucking problem. And the problem needs to be fixed.
Eat your kids. I'm just being 100, bro. Like literally, like you have he didn't got in trouble multiple times. He said multiple times carrying a knife in school. I'm pretty sure they contacted the parents. Why the parents ain't checking his book bag?
Exactly.
Why the parents ain't checking him? Let me see what you got in there. I know.
Because he's black and he's in the white school system. He needs to carry a knife to protect himself. And here, case in point, what happened? No, this was him on the attack from the get-go. From the get-go.
I know you this age. I know you 16. I know you 17. I know you 15 years old. You're not grown, though. You're not about to go to school with that in your pockets. Nah, you're not about to go to school with that in your book bag. You're not doing that. We don't do that. Handle it. Discipline. Get it together. That's important because now he done did something and now he got to face the consequences. But what I do hate is the simple fact that they sitting there just fine and making it to be, oh, it's self-defense and it's okay. No, it's not.
No, it's
It's
not.
not at all.
If I died tomorrow, I would want every neuropathy sufferer, including you, to know this. It sounds crazy, but give me 60.
I'm telling y'all, bro. Then on top of that, let's go further than that. For the people that's in my DMs talking crazy, bro, y'all need to look. Y'all need to just watch my videos. Watch my videos all the way through and don't say nothing. That's your problem. I feel like so many people and I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people that's always in my DMs talking crazy, calling me this, calling me that. Somebody called me I forgot what the name was. The guy called me. I don't really care about it. It's just a simple fact that, like, watch the videos, bro. Like, honestly, like, be real with yourself. Don't base it off color. Look at both of these people as blank. Don't look at no color. Look.
Yes. And if somebody was to say, well, here's this guy Anthony, here's this guy Metcalf. Anthony and everything he did and killed Metcalf. It would be an open and shut case, but because Carmelo Anthony is black, you have to tiptoe around shit. You've got to let him get away with shit. You got to let his parents get away with shit. You got to let protesters get away with their shit. Don't let them get away with shit no more. It may not have been perfect, but people, honest to God, have bent over backwards for black people. Oh, don't like me saying this? Fuck you. When I first came on YouTube, I was just happy talking to people, making online friends, talking about this, that, and the other thing. As soon as they found out I was white, boom, everything I said was wrong. Because they're black. And it wasn't all the people in this sector of YouTube who did it. No. It was majority. I've been told I have a problem with black women. No, black women have a problem with me. That's why there are problems. They say something and I defend myself. Well, you know what? Fuck you. I don't have to defend myself. I will say what I want, when I want, how I want. You don't like it, go watch something else. I'm not sending my videos, my reactions, my opinions to everybody else. They're coming and finding me, and they're doing their own reactions, and they're twisting shit. Why? Because they're black. And they've got to say a white person is racist. It's unbelievable, and it's all so illogical what's going on. There have been people in this sector of YouTube who've seen the proof and still want to continue with the lie because they're having fun with the lie. Look at this piece of shit thumbnail lady and what she did to a guy named Biz101. Biz101 sent those pictures of his paperwork to her. They were his pictures. Pictures he took, sent to her. How did they get sent to somebody else? And then the bitch lied and said the paperwork was all over the place. Yeah, it's all over the place now because your piece of shit ass sent it out. Because Biz101 looks white and nobody believes he's mixed. They only go by what they can see. Oh, well, when white people go by what they can see, there's a problem. Thumbnail lady is another piece of shit who doesn't need to be on here. And you better be careful of her in real life. She's another fucking cunt in this sector.
Look at them as just human beings. A clean slate. No color, no nothing.
Phone again. Let's finish this.
Yeah, look at them as I don't know, butt color. And just think about it. Is this right? What did Carmelo do? Did he do the right thing? Did he act on the right thing? Like, actually think about that instead of sitting there and no, because he's black and I'm tired of the white people doing this and doing that. Bro, forget all of that, bro.
And white people are tired of the shit these black people pull. And it's these black people, not all. And these type of black people make it hard for black people and white people to be friends. To be cordial, to talk. No, white people must say what the black people want them to say, or else they're racist. Fuck you. Shiloh Hendricks, what she said was stupid. You said it to a 5-year-old, you dopey bitch. First off, kids will take and touch whatever they want, especially if they haven't been taught properly not to do it. And considering there was a guy already there with a camera going, the kid might have been taught to do this. Why? Another racial hoax. Why so many racial hoaxes? Oh, because nothing's really going on and black people need to still play victim. Isn't there enough horrible truth out there? Why do you gotta make shit up? Oh, because you feel left out? Motherfucker, this is nothing to feel left out of and try to make it happen to you. This is crazy. He was a 5-year-old kid taking another kid's toys. She did not have to call him the N-word. She didn't. First off, a 5-year-old, in my opinion, is not going to understand that word. Second, and most importantly, he was 5 years old. And where was his parents? Was it his father with the camera? If that was his father or uncle or something with the camera, there goes proof. It's another fucking setup. And that's all pieces of shit want to do is set people up. And then they turn around and get even more annoying. You mad? You mad? Yeah, I'm fucking mad at the bullshit you're doing. And then when I retaliate against you or defend myself, I'm racist and I'm in the wrong. Come to my house, bitch, and see how racist I can be against your fucking piece of shit ass. And again, it's not all. And the fact that everybody has to keep saying it's not all is a problem in itself.
Look at this as right or wrong. That's what it is. It's right or wrong. Tired of people doing that, bro. I'm telling y'all. It's sad.
It is.
Check out Reverend Jordan Wells. Definitely love his videos. Big shout out to him.
So apparently they will be trying Carmelo Anthony in the state of Texas as an adult, which means he could face 40 years in prison.
Which takes away his life for something that never had to happen. What if Carmelo Anthony could have turned his life around? And before any of these assholes start saying, well, what was wrong with his life that it had to be turned around? He got into so many fights at school and he had sticky motherfucking fingers. You don't know what that phrase means? It means he kept stealing from classmates, teachers, and whoever else. He could have turned his life around. Even if he just would have been like, I don't know, a factory worker, but just being a good father, a good husband, a good provider, a good person. Even something as minimal as that, or maybe he could have been president of the United States and been a way better president than Barack Obama. Carmelo Anthony could have grown up to discover a blanketed cure for cancer, but his life is over now, or should be over. And why? He did something stupid. Austin Metcalf, the same thing. He could have been a great person, a great leader. That we'll never know. But from what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony and his family and the people around him, no, it's not going to happen. 2 kids' lives were ruined, and it could go on to 3. Austin Metcalf was an identical twin. We've all seen the studies where identical twins actually go through things when they're separated from their twin. And his twin died in his arms. Died in his arms. He could be fucked up for the rest of his life. His parents are going through so much shit. To have your child taken away from you in such a violent way, and literally for no fucking reason. Not a good reason, not a bad reason, no reason. They're fucked up too. And yet people are calling the cops to have their home raided and busted into, and who the fuck do you people think you are? And the Metcalf family is getting it from both sides, the black people and the white people. Because the white people feel like he should be more mad and condemning Carmelo Anthony. But you want to know something that happened that's ironic? Carmelo Anthony, so afraid of the rain and needed protection under a tent he had no business being under, was asked to leave, and that was wrong. So he had the right to defend himself. In a press conference, Austin Metcalf's father went there and just stood in the back of the room. He didn't draw attention to himself, nothing, but just the fact he was white and he was there, that's attention enough. And what happened? The black people asked him to fucking leave. Why? He wasn't doing anything. He wasn't about to do anything. He didn't have any concealed weapons, but the black people felt oh so uncomfortable with him there, he had to leave. But if white people feel uncomfortable by black people, that's just racism, and that's wrong. And you need to shove the black people down the white people's throats. Bullshit. Bullshit. There's the irony. Carmelo Anthony was someplace he honestly shouldn't have been. But Austin Metcalf's father, I feel, had every right to be at that press conference. His kid was taken by another kid, and for what? But he didn't go there and start trouble. But all those black people had to be coddled. For what? Oh, 'cause they're black and their feelings might get hurt? This black kid took out a white kid for nothing. 2 kids fuck black and fuck white. Both of their lives are over, or at least should be. Carmelo Anthony at this point should not have the chance at a life because he took a life for nothing. And I want to see all the camera footage because they weren't the only kids under the tent. I want to see the video footage.
He should be tried as an adult. Unfortunately, and it's sad. You know, I hate this for the boy, but he deserves to be in prison for a very long time. And I believe he will be convicted. He will be convicted as an adult. He will spend most of, if not the rest of.
Not what the judge just said. That judge needs to be removed from the bench and disbarred, just like the Clintons, the Obamas. Oh, yeah, you didn't know they had their law licenses taken away? Why? Because of the bullshit they're doing.
Of his life in jail as he should. And a lot of people are going to be upset, mostly blacks are going to be upset. At 95% of blacks are going to be upset.
Fuck
They
'em.
called him a hero.
If 95% of the blacks are calling this kid a hero, fuck them. Then it is true what I've been saying and everybody else is saying. Majority of blacks have problems no one can fix. No one. And it's horrible because there are really good black people who are going to get lumped into this bullshit.
They called him a champion because we need to teach a generation that violence is not the answer.
Exactly.
And apparently I'm going to be the voice
Yes.
of reason along with maybe other people who are in the black community because they only listen from those who are black. That violence is.
The woman I talk to online a lot, and I say a lot, but it's only in chats on her videos, a little bit of shit in IG Messenger, which 99.9% of it is movies, music, whatever. It's a wonderful thing that we get along. But no, she's called a fucking coon by her own people. They ain't her fucking people. I don't know why people keep saying black people, there's unity. There ain't no fucking unity. Now, my father started saying back in the 90s he felt a race war was coming on. Me and my husband thought he was full of shit. What the fuck are you seeing that we're not? We go in the street, we talk to people, it's fine, everything's good, everything's this, everything's that. I now apologize to my father every day, even though he's gone. Because he was right. There are people who want this race war to happen, and they don't care who it's gonna hurt. Why is it horrible that I get along with black people, some of them, and some of them get along with me? The woman I talked to online even did a video saying the black women in this sector of YouTube started with me talking about my skin being too delicate for body scrubs. Why did you start with me? Oh, because my skin is delicate and yours is rough and tough like leather, which is what this woman said. But I repeat it, I'm racist and I'm putting down a beautiful black queen. There ain't no black queens, motherfuckers. There ain't no queens here in America. You're so queenly, so stately, so wonderful. How come Africa ain't begging you to come the fuck back? How come they ain't giving you stuff to incentivize you to come back. How come there's one black woman on videos now? She moved to Africa because she felt, oh, America's too racist for me. Now she's bitching she wants to come back because America wasn't that bad. A lot of people are delusional, and it's not just black people. There are white people who have this mental illness, mental disease of white guilt. You shouldn't have white guilt. You didn't do any of the things that were done to the slaves. And the black people of today didn't have that stuff done to them. They may have had other things done. Well, so did white people. Oh, not like black people. Yeah, you gotta coddle them and treat them like a victim in every fucking thing they do and say. And then me and other white people say this shit, we're all racist. But black people are not. Black people go off on everything, even stereotypes about white people. But white people aren't allowed to say anything about stereotypical black people. Well, guess what? You couldn't stereotype them if there wasn't a type out there. And it wouldn't be just one person. It wouldn't be just 2 people. It wouldn't just be 100 people. It wouldn't be just 1,000 people. It's a whole shitload. But yet they say stereotyping someone is racist. Fuck you.
It's not the way. Martin Luther King didn't preach violence. That boy should have walked away, got a teacher, got a role model, got somebody. That is what I teach my children, and that's what he should have taught. So because of that,
He shouldn't have been under that tent in the first place. Shouldn't have been. Now, were there students from the other school who were guests at wherever this track meet was? Was it just for the people participating in the track meet? Was Carmelo Anthony a track star, a track athlete? He knew the rules and he decided to break them. And a lot of black people do that because the rules were set up by white people and they don't have to obey. Motherfucker, you obey like the rest of us obey. If you didn't do that shit, you wouldn't have killed that kid. That kid wouldn't be dead. And you wouldn't be facing a lifetime in prison.
he deserves to spend the rest of his life.
Y'all hear that? Check it out.
Got a teacher, got a role model, got somebody. Violence. That boy should have walked away, got a teacher, got a role model, got somebody. That is what I teach my children, and that's what he should have taught. So because of that, he deserves to spend the rest of his life in jail.
Not sure if you saw the news, but Fox News is claiming President Trump is declining in the polls. President Trump responded.
I mean, and one thing about it, the truth hurts to a lot of people, bro. But that's where it should go. I mean, honestly, that's where it should go. Being real with the whole thing, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Check out Dr. Curl Swain Benny Johnson.
It's a disproportionate amount of data pointing to young black youth being incredibly violent and far outsized in the rates and in the violence rates.
Yep.
And that seems to be like a question that has to be taken head on. But it isn't helped with 500,000 people donating to Carmelo Anthony's GoFundMe when you can murder somebody and then get a lot of money for it. That's crazy. This is a system that is broken here. The judge just lowered the bond for Carmelo Anthony down to $250,000 for some kid. I don't care.
Which she had no business doing. Because for the crime he was charged with, the $1 million was the normal amount to be charged, whether the person who did the crime was black or white. No. It was lowered for a black kid by a Democrat black woman judge. That don't seem funny to anyone? Or it just seems justified because of what's happened with white people over the years. I don't give a fuck what happened to the white people over the years. If that was wrong, if they did wrong, they should have been made to pay for it. You can't judge everything on what's happened in the past. Keep it to what's going on now. Carmelo Anthony went under a tent he had no business being under because it was the other school's tent. He went there looking for trouble. He fucking did. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. He was told to leave. He acted all tough, like he wasn't gonna leave. So Austin Metcalf acted tough right back. Do you not get it? Carmelo Anthony was doing shit to him first. And he was trying to not only defend himself, but follow the rules. And then Carmelo Anthony purposefully opened his backpack, put his hand in, put his hand around the knife, and then, with his hand around the knife, threatened Austin Metcalf. Austin Metcalf still wanted him gone. No one has said Austin Metcalf had hit him, punched him, tried to beat the shit out of him, nothing. A little push, a little shove warranted taking his life. Well, he shouldn't have put his hands on Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony shouldn't have fucking been there. He shouldn't have been under the other school's tent. He had no friends there. He wasn't going there to talk to someone he hadn't seen in a while. He went there to cause trouble. And he took someone's life. And now a whole bunch of people, just because he's black, wants him to get off. But if he was white, Austin Metcalf's white, it wouldn't have even made the news. Now, if Austin Metcalf was black, it would be 100 million times worse if Carmelo Anthony was white.
What is like? It doesn't matter. You someone,
right?
Like it is irrelevant if it's some old man sitting on a park bench, right, or a kid at a track meet. There's zero justification to ever sue somebody, no matter what they say to you.
Yep.
Well,
it seems to be this individual is getting rewarded, Doctor.
Well, he's certainly being rewarded, and for a while after George Floyd, it seemed as if the fastest way to get rich in America for some black people was to have a relative killed by a police officer, because the cities just immediately settled regardless of the circumstances.
Having a loved one killed by a white police officer? Is that what they wanted to have happen to Carmelo Anthony? He killed a white kid so a white cop could kill him and then his family could make a whole bunch of money? Makes you think.
And that's what's sad. That's what's sad. That's what's sad, bro. You want me to tell how bad this stuff is? There was a video that I watched. It was some young dudes. I'm pretty sure y'all probably know the story. It was some young dudes that they were shooting. They hit a car, right? And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, it was a young. It was a baby in a car. It was a baby in a car. I don't know how old. I think under the age of like 6-7 years old, something like that. And you can hear in the video, y'all can probably look this up. You can hear in the video say, "Oh, you know the baby and Bob." You know, you hear them saying it. And I seen another video of the parents, and the parents, it was more so about money. You know, talking about money.
There you go. What's it more so with Carmelo Anthony's parents? The money. Because this made the headlines and you could see all over the place they had the money because of the fundraiser. They bought a house, they bought cars, they bought this, they bought that. Did you like your payment, Carmelo? For taking a kid's life and destroying your own life, you got a car. And you think it was worth it? Well, apparently your family thinks it's worth it.
You know, not so much of losing a child, but about money. And I feel like that is a huge black people. And I feel like it's a huge thing. You know, when it comes, I said that because I know people are gonna ask questions. You know, and yeah. But it's so sad that that's what so many people look for, especially within the black communities. As Dr. Curl Swain has said herself, that's what sucks with it all, is that you looking for a settlement. You looking for money with it. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people do need help, but that shouldn't be the first thing, bro. Money don't change everything, bro. That's something that Austin Metcalf, you know, I'm sorry, you know, to say this, and I, you know, they looking at the fact that, yeah, we can get paid this, and you know, we did this, and this definitely helps, but it's not bringing my son back, and that's sad, bro. It hurts, you know. But the simple fact that so many, just like Dr. Curl.
Now, if the shoe was on the other foot, would Carmelo Anthony's parents be hurt that their child is gone, or would they put on an act for the GoFundMe's and all of the shit? I can't even think of my son dying for something like this. But it really does look like the parents may have pushed him into something. Why did this spokesperson of theirs just show up so quickly? Did they know him beforehand? Did they come up with this idea to do this shit together? Did they convince Carmelo to do it for the betterment of the family because of his two younger siblings? Everything I'm seeing shows a setup and money. And where they're from, I believe it's a stand your ground state. There's a stand your ground law. So that might be why Carmelo Anthony turned around and said, no, allegedly, I did it. And they're pushing this self-defense thing so he can get off. But his life was not in danger. Was not. And I'm telling you, with every kid having a phone, there's video out there of what happened. I want to see that video.
Curl Swain said is that this is they looking at this the fastest way to get paid. And now what's even more worse is the simple fact that Carmelo has done this. And it's like, oh, okay, well, Carmelo's done it. They have this advocate that's doing this. That this is okay. And it's absolutely not. This should have been an example. This should have been an example, regardless. That Carmelo, okay, Carmelo, he shouldn't have done this.
Yep.
This is something that we gonna make an example out of what you shouldn't do.
Yep.
We gonna let y'all know of how.
No, but if you make an example out of him as to what not to do, that's racist, and you're picking on a poor black kid. And it's amazing how he's a black kid when it comes to defending him. But then they'll switch it to he's a strong black man. He's a 16, 17-year-old kid, And he shouldn't be involved in something like this. Fucking assholes.
How y'all should have reacted within this. I'm telling y'all. He made a choice. Now he got to face those consequences.
There you go.
Let y'all have it here.
And there's the judge who keeps lowering the shit and doing this and that. She's a black woman and she's a Democrat. Not good. That combo is not good. Why did she lower the fucking bond? She had no business doing that. And he may walk free? No judge should be opening up their mouth about a case that hasn't even fucking been assigned to them yet, has it? Has this case been assigned to a particular judge? Any judge should keep their fucking mouth shut of stating he will walk free. You can deal in probabilities, what may or may not happen on both sides, but you can't state he will walk free, because then that proves it's a fucking setup. And a good white kid, his life was taken away. And I don't want to hear this shit. Oh, you're not saying a good black kid? No, because he fucking did it. It's like that fucking R. Kelly shit with the 12-year-old. The 12-year-old allowed him to piss in her fucking mouth because she got something in return. That situation should have never been brought up to her. What did she get, an iPod or something? She was 12. It shouldn't have happened. Her aunt brought her to R. Kelly to advance her fucking career. She was surprised the 12-year-old was there waiting for Robert, R. Kelly, Robert, and then she just walked out of the room and left her niece there? Why did you leave your niece there? Because you knew you sacrificed her for what you fucking wanted. And we've seen with all the P. Diddy shit and whatever, that happens a lot. They are willing to sacrifice what they want, the celebrities and whatever, to get what they want. And not just black ones. Remember all that shit with Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore? Her saying she went along with everything he said because she wanted to keep her marriage together? It's no different. They used Carmelo Anthony, in my opinion, told him, oh, we'll get you the car of your dreams, just do this. And he felt, okay, whatever, and did it. And now all this stuff is working behind the scenes. This bitch should be put in prison for what she did. Period. You don't interfere with a case like that, and no judge should be stating he will walk free. For what? It was not self-defense, so the stand your ground law doesn't work. But they're still trying to push it because he's black and Austin Metcalf's white. They want to push the narrative all black people's lives are in danger because of white people, because of every white person. That's not true. Not true. Oh, majority. No, it's majority in the other direction. White people are programmed since birth to get along with everyone. Everyone's equal. Everyone's this. Everyone's that. Well, there is a video out there, and I'm sure there are tons and tons more, of a black woman who was shoplifting with her 2 kids. And while the cops are trying to explain to her what's going on, trying to figure out what's happening, she tells her kids, oh, it's okay. White cops don't like black people. That's what mostly black people are trained and brainwashed with from birth. Oh, and I have to say, not all. This is just bullshit, all of it.
This is the BLM activist judge, Angela Tucker.
And she's a BLM activist? Black Lives Matter, started by the Democrats, got people to donate, mostly black people, saying, yeah, black power, Black Lives Matter, and they screwed over every black person. And now she's on the case and she's doing what she wants. She lowered the fucking bond. Oh, because he's a black life and he should be saved. He took a life. I don't care the life is white. I don't care the life is black. He took a life. He shouldn't be getting all these privileges. And yes, it is a privilege. Especially when you've got now hearing she's a Black Lives Matter activist. She's already legally interfering with a case in an illegal way. But that's okay. You can't do nothing to her because she's black. She had no business interfering like that. She had a job to do. And like with all the prosecutors and Michelle Obama and everything with the Jussie Smollett case, they said, fuck it. He's black. He's got to get off.
Y'all can find her X account, and I'm about to show y'all. Said is responsible of reducing the bail, giving Carmelo Anthony house arrest. Carmelo has been in custody since April 2nd, when he was arrested, of unaliving Austin Metcalf. So they won't let me now, but I'm pretty sure they won't let me click on it. They won't let me click on it, y'all, because let me see.
If you're considering applying for disability benefits, we can help. I'm a lawyer who can't stand the disability system.
I want to show y'all this. This account doesn't exist. So at first, this judge, pretty sure she just put it on private at first, but now deleted her account. No.
Well, if it was Elon and his team who deleted her account off of Twitter, way to go, team. Oh, you're taking away her right to free speech. No, she forfeited that right by doing illegal shit while holding a legal position. The only time I could understand her doing something like that is if Carmelo Anthony was her nephew, her cousin, her son. And I don't want to hear, well, all black people are related. Then guess what? White people are a mutation of black people, but that means we're still related to you as well. Oh no, but you don't want to hear that, right? No.
Delete her account. It's pretty crazy, I'm telling y'all. Says there's a video, you'll see it in court. Just wait. Family member of Carmelo Anthony in a viral post responded to Facebook stating there is, in fact, video of said victims. Now listen, check it out. We looked at the police report. There are a total of over 32 between staff. Y'all got the teachers, the coaches, the students of different schools. Like I said before, I'm pretty sure from Memorial, Centennial, I think it said a Heritage. It's like 5 or 6 different schools. So there are, plenty of videos that's out. Well, not out, but, there are plenty of videos that's taken and all. But then you have here Kevin Hayes literally saying those kids were bullies. They attacked him. They attacked one person, outnumbering him. What was he supposed to do? I don't know. Go get a teacher. Get any staff. Yell and say they're bullying me. Walk away.
Just like people on those body cam videos, it's like a script. I can't breathe. I'm waiting for a black guy to turn around and say, I can't breathe, and then in the next sentence say, I'm pregnant. They don't really get in the car. And yes, I've seen white people do it too. It's out there, and it's not hard to find. They'll keep their legs sticking out of the car. So, oh, well, if the cop decides to slam the door and hurts my leg, payday! No, if that happens, you should have your leg cut the fuck off. It's all on body camera. There is no way I could ever be a cop, even just in the clerical sense. Like being a secretary, filing paperwork. There is no way I could be one. Having to deal with all this bullshit of people you have on video doing something wrong and them saying it wasn't me. Fuck you.
Leave. I don't know. Oh, but I forgot. It's only self-defense. When it's convenient for you, it's called stand your ground. There's video. You'll see it in court. Just wait. Stop let race baiting headlines cloud the truth. This isn't about color. It's about right and wrong. And
yes,
correct. This is about right or wrong. And y'all see Carmelo is definitely in the wrong. Said those kids were bullies. They attacked one person, outnumber him. What was he supposed to do? It's
of a Frisco teenager.
Oh, they were bullying him. What the fuck was he there for? What was he under that tent for? Oh, because he didn't want to get wet from the rain. It was drizzling. Why didn't he go under his school's tent? There was a tent for the other school. I don't know. Has it even been established that he went to that other school? I mean, there are students saying, yeah, he did, yeah, he did, yeah, he did. But look at Obama. Obama was in Congress for how long? And the guy who sat next to his seat for so many years said he never saw Obama. He never knew who he was. Look, the main thing of this case, one kid did what he wanted to, killed someone, and then is portraying himself as a victim. Austin Metcalf didn't have a chance. Did he have a concealed weapon? Did he have a knife hidden on him to protect himself? And there was no way he could have seen into Carmelo Anthony's backpack. Carmelo Anthony went into that tent knowing he had a knife. And from everything that's being said, he knew what he was going to do with that knife.
Took to Facebook to defend him Friday. Kevin Hayes wrote that Carmelo Anthony defended himself against violent aggressors in a now viral Facebook post. He calls the victim and his twin brother bullies and claims they tried to take his belongings, broke his phone, and stomped on it.
I'm sure the defense would argue.
Where's the broken motherfucking phone? This is another new thing I'm hearing about this. The first new thing was, where's the knife? Where is the murder weapon? And where's the broken phone? I never heard of a broken phone before. And if he did do that, you go and you get a teacher, or you go to someone you know and say, look, you call the cops, they just did this, 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 and that. Oh no, but black kids are brought up to be afraid of cops all the time, so he wouldn't do that. So for the cost of a phone, someone's life was taken by someone who had no business being where he was in the first place.
That was not anything near the police report that he stumped on. This actually.
Thank you. Nothing in the police report about a phone. What are they going to do? Add that in later?
my first time hearing it about this phone situation.
I'm sure the defense would argue that he's a young man, he's scared, he's allegedly just been jumped by multiple.
He wasn't scared. Like all those body cam videos, they're not scared. They've already got it mapped out in their head what they're going to do. So when the cop walks up and says, "Hey, how you doing?" "What I do? What I do? What I do? Tell me what I do. Tell me what you're arresting me for." You don't even know if you're getting arrested yet. "Can I see your ID?" Why? 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 Bitch, you deserve to get your teeth knocked down your throat for that bullshit. Then when they say get out of the car, why? I ain't done nothing. Yet they can smell marijuana in the car, alcohol in the car, all this other shit. You're acting the way you're acting. There are even people who are told, "Don't get out of the car, just stay here. It's okay, I'm gonna go and check on something." They get out of the car and start walking towards the cop car. You can't follow a simple instruction like sit the fuck down? Oh no, because they're black and you're telling them what to do, and they've got to fight that because it's all racism. No, it's not. Shut the fuck up. The police are a symbol of authority. And now that authority has to be kept in check by body cam. By the cameras they have on them. Oh, which, by the way, Jussie Smollett said shut the camera off and put it on when he wanted it on. But that stuff never happens. Nothing is in the police report about a phone, that he threw down the phone, stomped on it, and broke it. Why isn't that in the police report? Never happened, but I guarantee you, Carmelo Anthony's lawyers have a broken phone there that they're gonna pull. Austin Metcalf did. Well, why wasn't it turned into evidence? They don't have to do that because they be black? No, fuck you. Fuck you.
Multiple people, and he panicked.
Attorney Mike Howard.
It's gonna be complicated, and it's gonna.
He didn't panic. There was no panic. Oh, Austin Metcalf was hitting him so much. Well, then how was he able to grab his backpack and put it in a position where he could open it? How could he open it? How could he put his hand in the backpack? How could he put his hand around the handle of the knife? And then say, fuck around and find out. And the judge is a Black Lives Matter activist, Democrat, black woman, circumventing the law. And she's not the first one to do it. So what if we say, because there seems to be a pattern of this happening, even there was a video Officer Tatum just did. 2 black female Secret Service agents, police, protecting Obama, got into a fight. Now, you can see in the video there are 3 people there, but for some reason they didn't mention a third person. Just one of the black women said, "You best get this bitch out of my face," or whatever. What the fuck are you talking like that on the job? And who was that third person? More fucking cover-ups. For what? And if those women were white, people would want to crucify them. Oh, and here's another bit of racism. Obama has 2 black people as his guards. How come no white? Oh, but if Donald Trump said, no, I don't want any black people protecting me, I only want white. Racist! No, fuck you, motherfuckers. You're taking racism and you're crying wolf with it. That's why nobody wants to hear your bullshit anymore. You pulled it way too much. There has been proof of the racial hoaxes perpetrated by black people. There was a woman, black woman, professor at a college. She hung up a black baby doll with a rope outside her door of her office in her school. A black baby doll hung with a noose around its neck. Come to find out, she did it herself. Nothing fucking happened to her. You want to talk about white privilege, you motherfucker? There's black privilege.
Depend on what the witnesses there say.
And as y'all know, like I said, it's not that it's 2 or 3 or 4 witnesses. There are over 32 witnesses.
There you go.
From a young teen to a grown adult.
Yep.
Literally. Mind you, also, it gets even better, from different schools.
Who's the grown adult that was there? Was the grown adult a nobody? Was a grown adult from the other school? Was the grown adult from that particular school? Or was the grown adult there to take the knife and hide it? You gotta think of these things.
And it's definitely big. All the names aren't posted in the police report, but if y'all can just look up Carmelo Anthony police report, it should pop up. It should be from Sarah Fields, so y'all can go check that out. But I also want to show y'all, to end this video out, this is a young black teen getting questioned about the Carmelo case. Let's check out what he has to say.
Do you think that was self-defense? He brought a knife to a track meet. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I brought knives to school every day for years. You went every day? I brought knives to school every day. You brought knives to school every day? Why? I got jumped. I had my nose broken. I had a concussion. I couldn't go to school for 3 weeks. I seen people my age younger get robbed. I seen people my age younger get beat up for no reason. I seen people have petty grievances and take it out on other people for stupid things. So at a certain point, you have to, when it comes down to you or somebody else, you're always gonna pick yourself. So if he had.
Okay, so let me say this.
But that's not what was going on. I understand that mentality. I was bed up in school a lot, to the point I took my father's knife to school with me one day. And this was in elementary school. And who was the person attacking me? A black girl named Shannon. I didn't know her. Didn't know anything about her. She sat near me in class, actually in front of me. And she just kept going, fat bitch, this, fat bitch, that, fat, 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 fat. Much like these pieces of shit in the sector of YouTube I'm in. And one day I just said to her, shut your fucking mouth, bitch. Oh, you're not allowed to say that because she was black. So that's when the physical shit started. Now, my elementary school did not have an elevator. So as we're walking down the stairs, the teacher's with the front of the class. She's in the back of the line, hitting me, trying to knock me down the stairs. Now, what if I took her and threw her ass down the fucking stairs? I would be in the wrong because she's black and I'm white. So what was she, a dumb animal who didn't know what the fuck she was doing? No, she knew exactly what she was doing. Just like Carmelo Anthony knew what he was doing. Just like the pieces of shit in the sector of YouTube I'm in know what they're doing. Now this girl, Shannon, threatened to kill me after school. On Friday, When her sisters and brothers would be there to help her, this is what was said. And no, I didn't take it as sisters and brothers, just other black people. No, I took it as her brothers and sisters from her mother and father. 2 friends, I told them I had a knife and I'm going to kill her if she touches me. That's it. I was 10, 11 years old. I shouldn't have had those thoughts because some piece of shit was starting with me for no fucking reason. None. My 2 friends went and told the teachers, told the girl, and the girl took off running. But if it was just me, beat me up, who gives a fuck? And everyone in the sector of YouTube I'm in can say, you see, that's why she has something against black women. I didn't bring this out. I didn't bring this anger out. I'm angered because of what I'm seeing and what I'm being put through now. But it's still the same. Even in the 70s, it was the same. You have to coddle black people. For what? I understand where this guy is coming from. But this guy didn't do what Carmelo Anthony did. Now, I say you want to act like an animal, a rabid animal, you should be put down like a rabid animal. I don't care what color you are. But no, certain animals you have to coddle. You have to baby them. You have to make everything they do okay, and then you have to portray them as a saint. Like George Floyd.
He's sitting there saying that he used to take him to school, and you can just tell just by how he was raised, just by the answers that he was given, bro. Just by the answers he was given, like that. It's one of those things. Think before you speak. And he obviously didn't think. He just he ready to go. But my thing is that if he said that he's gotten jumped, he's got beat up, he's this, he's that. First of all, somebody said that Carmelo was known for fighting. Let's start there. He's got in trouble multiple times for having
another person who was known for fighting and having anger issue problems? Trayvon Martin. Now, George Zimmerman, which honestly, when I looked at him, I thought he was black. Oh, fucking well. He was told to leave the kid alone. Don't follow him. He should have turned around and went home. And then if something happened, say, oh well, told you so. And I do believe what was said in one video, which was taken from Zimmerman's account. He walked up to where he saw the kid going, and knowing that neighborhood, the kid didn't belong there. Not because he was black. He just wasn't a kid from the neighborhood. Maybe it was because he was black. Guess what? I don't give a fuck. That kid jumped out of the bushes and started acting in a way. What else was George Zimmerman supposed to do? Should George Zimmerman have been there doing that shit? No, he had no authority to do it. But do I believe Trayvon Martin was acting a fool? Instead of getting out of that neighborhood and going home where he would be safe? Yeah. I do believe he was like, what, and what, and what, and what? just like a lot of people do on the body cam footage videos. You act like you're about to attack, what is someone gonna do? Now, I'm not giving George Zimmerman an out. No. He caused that situation. He was told by the cops, leave him alone. Go home. He didn't do it. So George Zimmerman was looking for trouble, and with Trayvon Martin, he found it. Why was Trayvon Martin hiding in a doorway or by bushes? Because he wanted to ambush George Zimmerman. He didn't want to get out of that neighborhood and go home. Now, was he there to case the places out, to figure out if there was an easier one to rob or whatever? I don't know. I won't even speculate on that. I'm only going on what was said. Who threw the first punch? I'm willing to bet it was Trayvon Martin. But another life that didn't have to be taken because of their own actions. This is Carmelo Anthony's own actions. And I really do hope his life is taken away from him. One, he doesn't deserve life in prison, because there will eventually be a chance for parole out for good behavior, even if he's 50, 60, 70 years old. No. You took a life, and there was no reason to take the life. You caused all that shit. The same thing with George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman should not be out there walking around. Do I think Trayvon Martin started the physical shit? Yes. But could he have done the physical shit to George Zimmerman if George Zimmerman got off his fucking high horse and that fucking attitude like he was a cop and actually listened to the real police and went the fuck home? No, Trayvon Martin would still be alive. And if he did try to break into somewhere, let him go to jail for what he fucking did. But there was no reason for that to happen either. Nope. Carmelo Anthony has the freedom to go where he wants, do what he wants, this and that, and nobody has the right to say anything to him. Because he's black, he has the right to not follow rules. Bullshit. Oh, well, those are white man's rules, not black man's rules. Then how about black people get together, make only black schools, and take all black kids out of white schools and only put them in the black schools? You think that would solve the problem? No, because black kids would be brainwashed worse than ever. White man bad.
A knife, in his backpack. But my thing is, this was done at a different school. Somewhere he wasn't even supposed to be. He skipped class.
He skipped class to be there? And what are people going to say? Oh, so what? He skipped class, whatever. He wasn't supposed to be there. So why was he there? Was this actually a setup?
And it's just something that he just did. Bro. This is when it comes to right here. People just talking.
A knife, I get it. Because sometimes, you by yourself and you outnumbered. What are you going to do?
But that's not what was going on. So what are you going to do? That's not what was happening. Carmelo Anthony was at a place he wasn't even supposed to be. He was supposed to be in school, in class. Now, how are black people going to twist that now? He was supposed to be in class. He cut school to go there. Spin it, black people. Spin it. and you add it all up with what he did and the knife disappearing, something's fishy.
But I think that Austin just asked him to move out of his seat. I wasn't there. We wasn't there. We don't really.
You see the responses? I wasn't there. Nah, it's I wasn't there.
I wasn't there. That's black people's crutch. And when white people say it, well, I wasn't there, I don't know what happened. What happened before that? Oh, you're being racist. No, motherfucker, this is being racist. Because he's black and he's feeling like he could be attacked right now. Why? You're sitting there giving an interview. You're on camera. What would make you think that? Oh, well, I wasn't there. What if you were there? Just with that statement, like this cunt, Farmer Nancy, he would lie and say the white kid did something to him. Like Carmelo Anthony is obviously lying. So he got shoved a little. I've been shoved a lot in my life. Being shoved doesn't hurt. Do you know what would have happened to me if I killed that girl Shannon? 1, I'm white. 2, it was premeditated to bring the knife to school to defend myself against her and her threats. But would anyone care that I was being threatened by someone who had hurt me multiple times physically? No. Poor little black girl. Bullshit. Bullshit. And now with the way things are, teachers can't stop anything. Especially with black parents, because they want to turn around and say everything is racist against their kid. There was a black girl screaming at her teacher, "Give me back my fucking phone." She wasn't doing her work. She was causing a disruption in class. He took the phone away from her. She went and maced the teacher. And most black people said, well, he shouldn't have touched her phone. No, the bitch shouldn't have been on it when she's in school to learn what's being taught. Math or whatever. But coddle and make excuses when there are no excuses to be made. But you gotta make them because they're black. I wasn't there. But you're not even willing to look at the police report, the other reports, nothing. Biz 101 has police reports that don't match what actually came out during court. They were just initial statements, and they made a woman named Barbie Girl Tina cry and get sick, thinking that Biz 101 did something to a 5-year-old, when it turns out he didn't do nothing to anyone. And the woman in question was like 3 years older than him. She was 19. He was a kid. 19, 18, you're an adult. 19, she was an adult. But nothing happened. And people will still call him a white boy because he looks white and call him a pedophile. That's another thing black women, especially in the sector of YouTube I'm in, like to throw around, especially with guys who reject them. Moonlight turned around and said a guy named 86K is a pedophile. Why? He didn't want to deal with her bullshit. So the piece of shit bitch went to that extreme? True Essence, another dirty bitch, was friends with Biz 101 until he started trying to talk to her, saying, you know, what you're doing isn't right. Then he became a white boy and he became a pedophile. Well, what the fuck is True Essence gonna do to Barbie Girl Tina when she finally decides she don't need that white girl anymore? Barbie Girl Tina's gonna be considered a white bitch and there are gonna be problems. When Barbie Girl Tina didn't do anything. Something is wrong. And me calling it out, saying there's something wrong, I'm racist. Yeah, Fuck you.
That's what I find crazy about it. Now I wasn't there, but then you just had an opinion on it.
Yep.
Come on now.
At the end of the day, like I said, whether or not he did, whether or not it went the way Austin.
Why is he fumbling over his words? Because he's another black person who just doesn't care. He just wants the black person who's being accused of something, who actually did it, not just accused, but wants him to get off. Because it was a white person, and white lives don't matter. Well, black people, you motherfuckers better get your act together, because none of us matter, especially where the government's concerned. Black lives matter, but yet they held a protest on a street where you're not supposed to block traffic, again doing something wrong, and an ambulance with a little black boy couldn't get to the hospital to save his life. And what the fuck did the protesters say? Oh, well, there was no guarantee he was gonna live anyway. That's how much that fucking little black kid mattered. He didn't fucking matter to them. What they were getting paid to do mattered. Why didn't that little black kid, why didn't his life matter? There were black people trying to get to work. Black Lives Matter and the protests stopped them from doing that. Black Lives Matter, the rioters, no, they were not protesters. They were rioters, fucking pieces of shit. Were causing other black people, hard-working black people, to lose money, to lose a day's pay, 2 days' pay, because they were blocking traffic. Oh, we have a right to peacefully assemble. Not in the middle of the motherfucking street, you don't. Not blocking traffic, you fucking don't. But again, you can't tell black people they're not allowed to do something, because that'd be racist.
Said it went, or Austin's brother, whether or not it went the way Carmelo said it. This is one of those things about seeing race. Carmelo's gonna be the bad guy in that picture regardless.
Well, he's free now. He just.
And you're a dumbass fuck for saying that shit. Carmelo Anthony's gonna be the bad guy regardless because he's black. No, fuck you. He ditched school. He wasn't supposed to be there. He went under a tent he wasn't supposed to go under. He has a history of violence and thievery, stealing shit. And this was premeditated. He knew he was going to stab this kid. And he didn't care whether or not he died. This black guy is just falling right along with the bullshit. Oh, he's going to be the bad guy regardless because of the color of his skin. No, motherfucker. He's the bad guy for all the steps he did. If he had stayed in class, none of this would have happened. If he was playing hooky and went to the movies, none of this would have happened. Carmelo Anthony caused all of this. But no, the color of his skin. Stop using that crutch. It's no longer a safety net. And if it winds up being that way for this kid, God forgive me, I hope someone takes him out. And if that starts the race war, let it start. Because you continue to let people get away with shit, the more they think they could do it. Look at that shit in California, where it was if you stole under $100 worth of shit, $1,000 worth of shit, you couldn't be arrested. And what did we see? Mostly black people, mostly black women, robbing high-end stores for purses, shoes, clothes, beauty products, because we all know black women, most of them think they're ugly as fuck. That's why they gotta try to look like white women. And I don't care if any black woman listening to this likes it or not. That's what was being shown. By the mainstream media, everybody still fucking listens to, like it's the gospel according to Job. Stealing wigs and weaves, and for what? I remember there were riots starting because some guy got shot by police, a black guy. His sister said not to wreck the black neighborhood, but go to the white neighborhood and wreck their houses, wreck their stores. And what did she wind up saying? We need our weave. I personally don't need weave, but we need our weave. No, you don't need weave. What do you need weave for? To look like something you're not? Fuck out of here.
Just the bond was posted in his home, and they raised $400,000. Yo.
All right, this feels almost illegal to know, but our windows were so old and just desperately needed to be replaced.
He said Carmelo is going to be the bad person in the picture regardless. Let me tell y'all something, bro. If Carmelo didn't do what he did, and let's say it was just like a little fight, something like that, hands being thrown, something, it wouldn't even be in the news, bro. It'd just be one of those little high school, just, one of those things. It'd just been one of those things. And I'm gonna go as far as that. Carmelo should have been in trouble to begin with.
Yep.
If it went that way.
Yep.
Where it was just hands thrown or something like that. Because again, he was not supposed to be there.
Exactly.
Why are you there anyways?
Thank you. Why the fuck was he there? Oh, because he was trying to take cover from the rain. Black people are really such weak, delicate creatures that they can't take a little drizzle. So that form of defense is out the fucking window. It was drizzle. He cut school to be there. Why? What was so important he had to be there? An outside event? Was he kicked out of the other tent because they knew what he was all about? Was he in that tent to wait for the track competitors to go on the field and then he could go through their shit and steal stuff? And no, that's not racist. This is what he's done before. He's got sticky motherfucking fingers. And he starts fights. Like he started a fight with this shit.
Why are you sitting in this tent anyways? Mind you, regardless however it went, no one want violence. Stop the violence between when it comes to Austin McCaff or, with Carmelo. If, those hands were thrown. But at the same time, that didn't happen that way. Carmelo reacted and did something. Now he got to face the consequences. This dude, he's not thinking at all.
He's free.
And people are trying to make sure he doesn't pay for what he did because of 400 years of slavery. Well, constantly saying 400 years of slavery shows me most black people don't know how to add. They don't know how to subtract or multiply because slavery has been going on for 5,000 years, started by Middle Easterners and their own people. What are they, too afraid of their own people to go against them? Apparently not, because most crimes committed by black people are against other black people. You don't see there's a problem there? Oh, that's the white man's fault. The white man's fault. Fuck you.
He got probation for a year. He got an ankle monitor on. He can't leave his crib. And justice system will handle him. But
oh, fuck you. Ankle bracelet out in a year. Fuck you. If that's what's happening now, fuck that shit. He should be in prison. awaiting trial. He shouldn't be out free. No motherfucking way for what he did. And I would be saying this if the shoe was on the other foot. If Austin Metcalf, now that we know, cut school, went to the event, which he had no business being at, went under a tent he had no business being at, and when told to leave, started shit, oh no, you're not allowed to tell a black person they're not allowed to be anywhere. Guess fucking what? There's a cunt named Arabia Barbosa. She is not allowed in my house. She comes in my house, one or both of us are going to be leaving on a stretcher. And I don't want to hear this shit. Oh, well, you're disabled. You can't really move. To defend myself, watch me. And she makes threats about getting me all the fucking time. Why? The cunt couldn't convert me. She liked converting heterosexual women to become lesbians. That's how nuts in the fucking head she is. She threatens people all the time with raping them, killing them, kidnapping them, keeping them in chains in her bedroom. This is the fucking mentality of this piece of shit. So all the things she said, you don't think I'm going to be prepared to defend myself if she ever finds out where I live and comes at me? Oh no, but that would be premeditated murder. And I'm going against a beautiful black woman. Go look at that bitch. Go look at her fucking videos. She's a fucking predator. She wants to prey on women who've been sexually abused. She invites them up to her panel. They've never gone, but she wants to discuss things with them. Why? Because she gets off on that kind of shit. And yes, she is a black woman. Fuck her. Fuck her being black. I don't give a fuck if she's white. But you come here, bitch. It's not going to go the way you want it to be. Whether I get the chance to call the cops or not, I will defend myself. And if I gotta go down fighting, I'll go down fighting, but you're gonna get hurt as well, bitch. And I don't want to hear anyone say, leave her alone. She calls me her stalker. I'm not following her around chat to chat to chat to chat. But if I want to talk about her on my own platform, on my own channel, I will fucking do that. I will do it as much as I motherfucking want. Just like she does. This is another example of how most black kids are raised. Coming up with excuses for black people. There is no excuse for this shit. He was prepared to get jumped by white people. So why did you go near white people? And if white people stay away from black people because they're afraid they're going to get hurt by black people, that's racism. Well, look at this shit. Look at Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf. And look at this degenerate over here, who I tried to give the benefit of the doubt at first, but for most, you can't give the benefit of the doubt. I did that in the section of YouTube I'm in. And people can say, well, why don't you just leave that sector? It's not a question of leaving the sector. There really are no sectors. But if they find out who you are, they will come, they will sub up to you, and they will fucking bitch about everything you motherfucking say. Now, I've got people sending me shit about what people are saying about me. I let most of it go. Some of it I just can't. Well, I'm racist for doing that because it's black people going against me. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck they're black. If I have to defend myself, I will defend myself. Period. This was not a case of self-defense, but you have another black person trying to act like, yeah, it might have been. No, it wasn't. Get your delusional heads out of your fucking asses.
I'm not really mad at it, even if he did it out of malice, because at the end of the day, like, being black in America is not always fun,
And that's the excuse majority of them give. If life in America was so bad, he wouldn't be able to be sitting there right now talking. None of the motherfuckers in the sector of YouTube I'm in would be able to talk. They wouldn't have free speech. And he doesn't give a fuck if Carmelo Anthony did it on purpose or not, because of how black people are treated in America. You're a worthless douchebag piece of shit. This is another person that shouldn't be here. You don't care that he killed someone for no reason. And it's because of how America treats you. Well, why don't you leave America? Hey, all those Hondurans and everything walked here. Why don't you go walk to Honduras? Why don't you go walk, take odd jobs, and take a fucking ship ride to Africa? If America is so awful. No, stay here and just fuck with people, ruining their lives and possibly your fucking own.
A lot of the time in that situation, whether he did it out of self-defense or not, he would have went to jail. So it's cathartic.
But having a mindset like this is not gonna get you nowhere in life.
Was this motherfucker just gonna say it's cathartic?
Bro, I'm gonna say if you're a black young black dude watching this, teen, anything like that, or if you just need, somebody that lets you know anything, regardless, or I'm gonna just say, since he said something about black, I'm gonna say this: stop letting that stuff define you, bro. Yep. Stop going by that. Oh, it's hard to be black in America. It's hard to. I'm walking down the street and it's just hard to be black and I'm black. Bro, forget all of that, bro. You get respect, you're going to get respect.
Exactly. And most of the people in the sector of YouTube I'm in don't give me respect since they found out I'm white. And even me saying what I just said is going to be taken as racism. Fuck you. Most black people today in America don't know what true racism is. They don't. They have privileges black people in the 40s and the 30s did not have. In the slave days did not have. But they're not grateful for that. And yeah, they're going to say, well, me saying being grateful, that's another form of racism. No, it's not, motherfucker. You can walk out into the street and who's going to be the first one to start shit with you? Someone who looks like you. And if he says the word cathartic, that proves majority of black people are no good and they've been brainwashed with this shit. Oh, but they'll take the white man's money because they deserve reparations. Yo, fuck you.
I'm telling you, it's just one of those things. Be respectful. Be
Yes.
cool. Be cool. Man, I done had so many buddies come up to me, black friends, bro. And it told me like, oh, I done got pulled over. And I told the cop, bro, stop telling it, bro. Quit being disrespectful, bro. And they walk up to the car, you good. Leave it alone. You cool. I got this.
No, but they're pulling them over only because they're black. Which is bullshit because there are dash cam videos now too. Which black people fought for all this shit to make things fair. And they're still complaining it's not fair? Even after seeing the way they act? fuck you.
It's like, and some of them can be mean, regardless of color, bro. I done seen it all, bro. Trust and believe, I done seen it all. From any type of color. Be respectful. That just, at the end of the day, just like that cop, you know, he got a family to go back to. You do too. Be respectful. That's all. I'm tired of people always talking about I can't do this and I can't do that because I'm black.
Yep.
Bro, stop doing it.
What the fuck is really holding black people back? Their own minds. Oh no, we can't get a fucking loan because they're black. Motherfucker, I'm white and I couldn't get a fucking loan. Well, that's different. What's different about it? We're two people going for a loan neither one of us are going to get. Oh, well, that's different. You're white. Well, that's jealous talk. And I really do think this talk may have been handed down. This is black people's generational wealth from the slave days. The black women saw how they were used and treated like they really were shit, but saw how the white women were treated. So they wanted to be like that. They wanted to look like that. And why are they still mad at black men? Because back in the slave days, black men probably didn't do anything to protect their black women because they were thinking of saving their own ass, which is human. This is what's been passed down generations. They also believe white people have generational wealth. My mother had nothing in her bank account the day she died. My father didn't. My husband didn't. I'm not when I die. My son's not when he dies. There was no generational wealth. My grandfather in Russia had a farm. He couldn't make a go of it. He let it go, came here, and became a mechanic. That's it. There was no generational wealth, but most black people feel there should have been. Again, where is the stimulus money? People who are on all these social programs like welfare, food stamps, Medicaid, and whatever, they got the stimulus too. But they were already getting money to pay their bills from the government. What did they do with the money? Did they invest it? Did they stick it in their mattress so they can stick more money in there when they get it so it'll be generational wealth for their kids? No. They spent it on whatever they wanted to. Free money. And it seems like that's all people want, free money. And they feel like, especially black people, they're owed it. You ain't owed shit. This one woman in the sector of YouTube I'm in, Lonnie, she has 2 jobs. She has a job where she works at a place. I don't know what the place is, and I hope to God she never tells anyone. Because she's considered a coon, and they'll go and try to get her fired. She does Uber, Lyft. She makes body butters. I think she now makes scrubs and things like that. So this woman has 3 fucking jobs. She isn't going and sitting there saying, poor me, pity me, the white man did me wrong. She's going out and she's doing something. She's doing something. She's working. She's not waiting for the government to hand her something that she may or may not feel she's owed. Nope. Black people want to act like this dumb schmuck. And at the end of the day, I really don't care because he's black. You don't think Carmelo Anthony would do the same thing to you? You don't think the color of your skin? Or wait a minute, do you think the color of your skin would be a shield against him? No. because there's so much black on black crime. Black people don't respect black people, although they claim they do. They're unified. Unified in what? Debauchery? Or is it debauchery? Whatever the word is. People in the sector of YouTube I'm in get together and flag people's channels when something's being said they don't fucking like. Lonnie just had her channel taken away from her. Why? Because she said shit black people didn't like, so they oppressed her, another black woman. And yet they say when I say shit like this, I sound ridiculous. No, you motherfuckers look ridiculous. All this black power, black unity. But for what you want, you'll throw any black person under the bus, including your mother, your child, and all this other shit. And it's not that it doesn't happen in other races. This is what I'm seeing. How many channels of mine have been taken away because they don't like the shit I'm saying? Fuck you. You went and did so many shit against YouTube guidelines, your channels are still up. Like I said, that one bitch Arabia threatens to rape people, kill people, lies, does whatever the fuck she wants. And it seems like she may have made up the entire story of her life being put in the system and abused. Because I'm catching her in lies now, contradictions to what she'd said before. And black people will try to surround her and protect her just because she's black. But if she was in front of them and they did or said something she didn't like, they'd have to call the cops to protect themselves from her. But that's the white man's fault too, right? She's even started blaming the white man for her life. Well, let's see. According to her story, her black mother was more interested in drugs and whoring around and put her and her other brothers and sisters in the system. The father was another one on drugs, couldn't take the kids. No one in the family could take the kids. They went into the system. Now, according to her, from the age of 9 to 14, she was raped and molested by the adoptive parents, the black people who adopted her. The adopted father passed her the fuck around and did whatever he wanted with her. And her adopted mother, according to her, acted like it was fine. She asked for it. She was a willing participant. But now recently she's been saying she was sexually abused from the second she went into the system. So which is the truth? You forgot your own script, bitch? You gotta make yourself seem so fucking pitiful, and then you want to play the strong victim. I have a house, I have this, I pay my bills. You work a temp job. There is no way you work a temp job and you can afford an apartment, lights, gas, cable for Wi-Fi services, nothing. You can't do it without getting government subsidies. So she might be getting a check from SSI because she's mental. But yet she puts down other people she thinks is getting that. The jealousy with the black community is so, oh my God, it's insane. I have never heard this woman, Lonnie, blame the white man for anything. If she did something, she did it. She, what do you call it, takes it on the chin or whatever, accepts it, deals with it, and moves on. Other black people can't do that because the white man's holding them down. Where is she getting held down? By black people in this sector. That's how she's being held down. By taking her channel away. Black people are not the benevolent souls they want to be made out to be. And again, it's majority, not all.
On that, bro. I'm here to tell y'all, yes, you can, bro. I thought the same way. I grew up in a Democratic family.
He almost said a Democratic plantation, which is exactly what it is. You even had a country group called Lady Antebellum, who changed their name to Lady A to coddle black people and to not make them seem like they were just white racists. That's fucking bullshit.
You hear the call, and the leaves rustling, birds singing. You hear it.
Pushing that to me. Hearing that all the time. I didn't think I can be a YouTuber, bro. I'm sorry, I get a little sad about this stuff, like, and, I'm trying to, be cool. I'm on a crown here, but, like, I grew up, like, thinking that I wouldn't be, a big YouTuber. I wouldn't be a content creator like this, and I wouldn't, I've always, thought that in my head, like.
A lot of people think that, but it seems to be pushed on the black people more and by black people themselves. You're talking white. Oh, you got your white education? What are you, jealous that some black people have can have an actual conversation with people who have an actual education and you didn't? Why? You'll hear a lot of black people say, well, the gangs in my area, I had to join them. That's not the white person's fault. That's black people's fault. The black people who are in the gangs putting the pressure on you to be in the fucking gang. Nope, you still gotta find a way to blame black people. I mean white people. Black people have to blame white people even for the mistakes they make. White people are in no way, shape, or form perfect. But white people are not trying to be perfect. This is a stereotype black people came up with. White people are perfect. White people this, white people that. White people say anything stereotypical about black people, there's a problem. Well, there couldn't be a stereotype if the things weren't going on. So, shut the fuck up.
I told you I'll watch this dude.
Black people can do and be whatever the fuck they want to be given the right circumstances. Has nothing to do with the white man. If this guy wanted to go be a teacher, which I pray to God he never does, because he'll teach this shit to kids in school. We've seen it. But if he wanted to be a teacher, a good teacher, there are programs that would help him do that. Well, maybe not because he's a black guy. They mostly want to help black women. Why? Because black women seem to be in control of the black community. And since that's happened, where are they? And I know a lot of black women are not going to like me saying this. Fathers kicked out of the home. They're raised by the black women who were raised by jealous black women. And that's the generational wealth they have. You even have guys of today acting like stupid bitches. It doesn't have to be that way. And all they want to do is say the white man's keeping them down. Fuck you. A white man didn't even keep George Floyd down. It was the fentanyl. They were having a hard time getting him down. But the fentanyl was at the point where he was almost dead anyway. That's why Derek Chauvin was able to get him on the ground like he had asked to be put on the ground. And that's how he was able to put his knee on his shoulder. Not his neck. That's just the angle of one camera. You see the other videos, you can clearly see he wasn't on George Floyd's neck. Black people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it. And with the black people surrounding George Floyd and what was going on and getting out their cameras so they can get their own clicks and views. Where was the ambulance? The cops called the ambulance. Could the ambulance really get through because of all the black people and their bullshit with their phones? Oh, look at all the clicks and views I'm going to get. What a white cop is doing to a black guy. But they're not willing to admit that. All they want to say is white people bad. Even though the first person to ever own a slave in America actually went to court to get permission to own slaves. And it was a black guy. They want to throw that aside because white people have gotten more out of the black slave experience. Really? Then that means every white person should be a rich millionaire. Black people don't want to hear that. If they want to say all white people are rich, then that's what they are. Where did you get this sense of entitlement from that you can just make up a lie and say it's the truth? Black people have privilege, but it looks like now the tables are turning. I hope they turn a lot more and everything does become equal. No more of this bullshit. Black people get away with shit because they're black. White people get away with shit because they're white. No. You do something, you be held accountable for it. The laws are there. Now, if you want to interpret them as being all against black people or all against white people, that's on your dumbass, not mine. Black people don't want to be lumped all into one category, but if they do it to white people, that's fine. Fuck you. And like I said, it's not all. I could go down an entire list of black people I've met in my life who have been wonderful. But I deal with these pieces of shit every fucking day just because I'm exerting my right to free speech. They're oppressed. Really, motherfuckers? You're on here and on other social platforms saying whatever the fucking stupid shit you want to come out of your mouth. Whatever lies, and you're getting away with it. White people can have their channels taken away. Why? Because white people are saying the truth? Black people are having their channels taken away. Why? Because they're saying the truth against other black people. Black people are doing the oppressing, saying it's about fucking time, but then when it happens to them, even if it's by people who they love to say, who look like me, it's still white people's fault. Go fuck yourselves.
Named Supercar Suspects. I don't know if he's still a YouTuber now, but I used to watch him all the time. And he was a white dude out in California. And I love cars still to this day. And I see him, and I'd be like, dang, bro, I wish that was me. I started YouTube. Look where I'm at today. Stop letting that...
He's doing wonderful. With YouTube, there is room for everyone. No, but especially in the sector of YouTube I'm in, If they don't want you to do well, you won't do well. And who are they? The black people. They have mass flagging parties to get your channel taken away. When you say or do shit they don't like, or you're not doing what they want you to do. Like I said, that piece of shit Moonlight is going after a woman named Beautiful One because Beautiful One isn't giving her $100 cash apps, but she is giving it to other content creators. And it just so happens a lot of these creators Moonlight doesn't like. Beautiful One wasn't friends with Moonlight. She didn't know Moonlight from a hole in the fucking wall. But Moonlight has to put her down. Why? Moonlight looks like she's a combination of Olive Oyl and that cartoon Arthur. She's 60 motherfucking years old and thinks her twat is like a 19-year-old. She had a kid to latch on to a guy. The guy didn't fall for it. And when another black person called child welfare on her, when she showed the paperwork, she blacked out her name, not her kids. So she doxed her own child. But still, Moonlight went around blaming a guy called Damn D for doing it. Why? Damn D was making money. You're not allowed to do that when you're a black person and you don't share the money with other black people. They want to take you down. The fuck is that shit? Beautiful One can donate to whoever she wants. If she wanted to donate to Donald Trump and put the money in his fucking hands, that's her business. If she wants to go find Joe Biden or Nancy Pelosi, donate to them and put the money right in their hands, that's her business. It's her money. No matter if anyone likes it or not, it's her business. And Moonlight is like a lot of the other people in this sector of YouTube. There's no talking them. There's no talking to them. They really believe if they yell over you and scream over you and you get frustrated and just sit there and let them go on, they've won. They won nothing but showing they're a fucking piece of shit asshole.
Like I said, I ain't about to be no hypocrite. Like I ain't never said that before. I grew up in a family like that. But I'm here to tell y'all, bro, stop pushing it to where it's like, oh, I can't do something. And it's regardless to whatever color. But since you're talking about black people, I'm just, stop letting that be that. It ain't no, oh, I'm a proud black woman, I'm a proud black man, and I'm a proud, bro, be proud of who you are, bro. Your character.
Exactly. Be proud of you. Not because you're black. Not because you're white. The color of our skin is only what people see. And it's really only a small part of us. There's so much more behind people. Who would have known Lonnie knew how to make body butters and scrubs and all this other shit? There's another woman named Rainey who makes body scrubs. Who knew? You look at her, you just see a black woman. You look at Lonnie, you see a black woman. Okay. But there's more there. Most look at Barbie girl Tina, who is mixed. Her mother's white, her father's black. Look at her like she's a piece of shit, but because she's shelling out money here and there, they're tolerating her. Once she decides not to give anybody any more fucking money, watch how fast they'll turn on her and she'll be nothing but a white girl. It's already kind of happened. Her so-called best friend, True Essence, was putting up all these people on her community wall, sharing their lives, telling people to go watch them. And in every picture was a picture of Barbie girl Tina. One guy called Oh So Dope feels like she has no right to open her mouth and say anything because she's white. She looks white. Well, that's only one part of her. There's a whole lot more to her. Nope. He discriminates against her because she looks white. And will say she does the same thing to him, but he's a fucking liar. She defends herself. But again, she looks like a white woman, so if she defends herself against a black guy, ooh, she's just trying to get him into trouble. And as soon as Barbie girl Tina had a wrench taken away from her, True Essence took all those things down. But told Barbie girl Tina she had them up because they were talking about people she didn't like. Okay, well, if that's true, why is it once the wrench was taken, you took those things down? You didn't want them to annoy Barbie girl. You didn't want them to hurt her at that point. But before that point, it was okay. Another piece of shit, True Essence. I'm telling you, this is what they do. And yes, I'm saying they, black people. That's the sector I'm in. That's what I'm mostly seeing. I go to other chats with all white people. I go to chats where there are white people, black people, Hispanic people. This shit does not go on. But it seems like when you get a group of black people together, boom. You even got some guy named Sis who really believes he's a king. And all these people worship him. And they follow his orders. That's all mental illness on all their parts. And they go after their own people. And for no reason. Who's behind Lonnie's channel getting taken away? I never reported her channel for anything. It was the black people in this sector. They didn't like what she was saying and they found a way to get rid of her, but she came back because she had another account. Way to go, Lonnie. They shouldn't be trying to oppress her. But this is what happens. There should honestly be a program in YouTube where if it's proven to be a false flag, take away those other people's channels. Why won't YouTube do that? Because a lot of them are monetized and YouTube is making money, a whole lot of money, off the ads that are on those people's channels. And they don't want to lose that money. So they will allow the bullshit to go on until the media gets involved, celebrities get involved, and lawyers get involved.
Be proud of who you are. Yourself, a human being, God's child, bro. That's all.
Yes, and you hear black people all the time. God is good. God is great. Apparently he's not if you're still oppressed. You're not oppressed. They use God as a shield and a weapon, just like the N-word. Most black people don't have the right to talk about God, who, even though he does a lot of things we don't understand, he's called benevolent, all this other shit. With the shit you fuckers do, you're a disgrace even to God. But he loves you anyway. The reason you're still here is because he's giving you more chances. But at some point, those chances are going to go bye-bye. And what are you going to do? Blame God and say God is white? Fuck you.
That's all you need to worry about. Forget all the other stuff. Because if you keep on putting it in your head, you're going to continue to have that R word, have that race, all that race mentality to where it's like, oh, they feel some type of way about me because the way I dress or the way I talk or the way I do this or the way I do that and this, that, and the other. Stop thinking like that. You do you. You focus on what you need to focus on. Be respectful, be positive,
Yes.
and always have God on your
Yes.
side, bro.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And put him first. All that other stuff, forget about. You can just tell how he was raised, like just and on top of that, just his answers on how his mentality is with it. And don't get me wrong.
Be careful, Reckless. You're going to be called a coon. You're going to be told you're sucking the white man's dick. This is what they've done. Like that stupid shit, you're talking white. Why? Because you're talking with a minimum amount of intelligence to hold on a conversation and not screaming at someone. I know I suck dick better than this. I know I fuck better than this. My poom poom's this. My this, my that. I'm beautiful. I'm wonderful. I'm this. I'm that. I'm great. The white man's holding me down. It's all about the white man. It's all about the white man. No. Everyone in this sector of YouTube, I've seen them have blessings. Blessings in life. Blessings on YouTube. And they fuck it up. Because it's not enough. They want to be given more. And again, it's not all. But it is most. There's a guy named Johnny Blaze. Now that's just his name on YouTube. His real name is John something or other. I'm not going to say it. Everybody knows it, but if I say it, I might be accused of doxing the fucking whatever. He donated 4 pairs of shoes to a shoe drive. And then when he didn't get the clout he was chasing from the ex-basketball player who didn't even set up the drive, but went there and tried to give back to the community and whatever, probably because black people were opening their mouths saying, well, what are you doing for the community? So he went and tried to do something for the community. But this guy, Johnny Blaze, gave 4 pairs of shoes that, according to him, cost $300. First off, that $300 could have gone for buying shoes in all different sizes because kids, their feet are not one size fits all. They're not. And they grow. Oh my God. My son reached his original height when he was 11. My son's 6 foot something. And his foot is huge. It was huge when he was 11. Kids grow. But you went and you tried to feel like you're highfalutin, who the fuck you thought you were. You got money. And then what happened? Things didn't go the way you wanted. Whatever you wanted from the ex-basketball player, you didn't get. So he started screaming, I want my fucking money back! And the ex-basketball player gave him the money back. That was a donation for kids. But you wanted your money back because you didn't get what you wanted out of it. And you're not a piece of shit for that? You took from kids because of your own selfish, stupid shit and your own fucking stupid ego. Johnny Blaze is another one that ain't worth shit. And who actually threatened me if I keep talking about Moonlight, that him and a guy named Fizz Rabbit with a Wrench or Wabitude Network or whatever was gonna get me. I never threatened them with getting them. But they all lied and said I did. You gotta be careful with people, especially in this sector of YouTube. And again, there are no sectors of YouTube. But if any of these people find you, be very, very careful because they'll fuck you up too.
Don't get me wrong. A lot of kids, they just don't know. A lot of these young adults, they just don't know. It took me a little minute to actually figure that out.
Like in an OJ way. You know, OJ probably did do that, but
what do you hope to see with this?
OJ probably did do that, but yo, fuck you, motherfucker. That kind of attitude, you don't need to be in polite society. You don't. Now, I believe OJ did do it, but I don't think he actually physically did it. Was he around when it happened? Possibly. But when men just beat up women, which I've never heard anything of O.J. Simpson getting into fights with men, just beating up women, when he either fucked or raped Kris Kardashian in that hot tub, he left her there bleeding in agony and laughed about it because he's got such a big fucking dick. His dick should have been cut up, ground into hamburger, and he should have been forced to eat it. And when he shit it out, he should have been forced to eat that too. Now, why did he have Nicole killed? I believe he was a chicken shit because he only really wanted to beat her up. And get this, a white woman, he was trying to oppress her. She was so into drugs, the drug dealers kept going to him for money, and it was getting to be too much. So he worked it out with them to kill her. Ron Goldman was just there. He was collateral damage. But this guy believes it's like, oh well, motherfucker, let you get killed and have it be, oh well. And for you to add insult to injury, please let it be a white person who just gets the fuck off just because you're black. That's the attitude you're given just because they're white. Oh well. Just because they're black. Oh well, let them get off. If they're white, let them get killed. Oh well. Fuck you, douchebag.
Trial, do you hope to see him walk free or go to jail?
If you ask like a personal opinion, I just want to be home regardless.
You want to be home even if he did it, you wanted to be home?
Yeah. Honestly, like I said, bro, I see people that look like me get incarcerated for everything. You're incarcerated for things you ain't do. Look at Khalif Browder. Khalif Browder got arrested for...
I don't give a fuck. See, this is douchebag black mentality. I just wanted to go home because of what happened with other people. We have body cam footage now. So there are instances where things will slip through the cracks. But for the majority, And this piece of shit doesn't care just because it's someone black. Well, motherfucker, that's someone black that you want to just be home because they're black and you don't give a fuck anymore, might turn around and kill you someday. Would that be good? From what I'm hearing from your mouth, oh yeah, I think that would be very good. And that's how bad I'm getting now because of these pieces of shit. You want Carmelo Anthony to get off just because he's black. You're a fucking problem.
I was in New York. Khalif Browder got arrested for beating somebody up, stealing a book bag. And when
he got arrested because he bet someone up and stole a book bag, and you don't fucking care? How dare anything happen to him? You have the wrong mentality to be in polite society. Maybe there needs to be an island, like in the movie No Escape with Ray Liotta and Lance Henriksen, where all the criminals are put on that island. And every 6 months, supplies are dropped off to them. There is no way off the island. You would not survive getting to land. That's why I think it's great Trump is opening up Alcatraz. We still don't know where those guys who supposedly escaped came from. Well, how about this? Put a bunch of people like this guy with this fucking mentality there, let him jump into the water and get eaten by sharks. Toot sweet, we're done. We don't have to deal with it anymore. Carmelo Anthony gets away with this. Not only will he do this again, other people will do the shit. Even white people thinking, well, he got off. If he got off just because he's black, that ain't right. I should get off too. I'm white. No? You don't think that can happen? We didn't think guys would go into women's bathrooms claiming to be women just to attack the women that are in there or molest little girls. And it happened.
You take a lot of losses, as a community, you see things like that happen over and over time.
This man just said he did, bro. What?
And when you take a lot of losses, as a community, beating somebody up, stealing a book bag.
Stealing the book bag, yeah, you do. That's what you go to jail for, just doing stuff like that.
And
right?
when you take a lot of losses.
But like a lot of black people, they feel they shouldn't get in trouble for that. Like, there was one guy who broke into a white woman's house, a black guy. He was about to go to college. He knew the woman. He went to steal from her so he could have nice, sharp clothes to go to college with. She wound up killing him because he was breaking into her home. And what did his two sisters say? He was a good black man. He was going to college. There was no reason for that to happen. He broke into the woman's house. You break into someone's house, you were there to steal. They even said he only wanted to get some stuff for clothes, like it was no big deal, like it was owed to them. Black people, nothing is owed to you. Nothing. Fuck off.
As a community, you see things like that happen over.
That guy was arrested for beating someone up and stealing their backpack. And this black guy feels like, well, look at this. That wasn't right. Why wasn't it right? He bet someone up and stole something of theirs. That's a piece of shit. He got what he deserved, whether it be arrested or a bullet to the fucking head. I am sick and tired of black people, white people, whatever people, thinking they have the right to kill someone just because that person has something they want and they can't get it. And attitudes like this, yo, this motherfucker needs to be reprogrammed. Because with an attitude like this, I feel he's a danger to society. Not because he's black, you fucking morons, but because of this mentality where it's okay, it's not okay.
Over and over, time and time again, people going to jail for things they didn't do. You don't really care if somebody did it or not. Sometimes you want to.
So you don't care if he did it or not?
Me personally, nah. Me personally, I don't care.
And that's a problem, motherfucker. You are a problem, and you need to be dealt with.
Bro, this stuff just makes me lost for words, bro. This is the problem. This is the problem right here.
You've even got a black guy here, which I know. I look at him and I think he's a 17-year-old kid. I've been subbed up to him for about 3-4 years. He's not a kid. He has 2 kids of his own. But how many black people would call him a coon and say he needs to be taken out because he doesn't like what this guy says, which what this guy is saying is what most black people feel like. But this guy who made something out of his life is a coon. Or what are black people going to say? Oh, he light-skinned. If you're light-skinned, you get better than dark-skinned people. But meanwhile, dark-skinned people will call other dark-skinned people crusty and all this other shit. Fuck you and your warped mentality.
this is the sad part about everything. It's people like this. Y'all let me know y'all comments, thoughts down below. I said what I had to say. I'm gonna let y'all handle it. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.
And there you go.